As a teachers pay teacher seller, you've probably heard lots of advice since you started your store, or maybe you haven't started your store yet and you've heard conflicting advice and it leaves you not wanting to start, or you feel like you're not making sales because of the advice you've been given. In today's video, I'm going to break down some of the recent horrible advice I've heard about growing your TPT store and tell you what to do instead so you're not left scratching your head and you can start making more daily sales. Hi, my name's Molly, and I'm a 5th grade teacher who helps teachers just like you make passive income inside of your TPT store so you can do things like not teach summer school and go on that trip with your family this summer. So let's start with some of the worst advice I've ever heard. And the first one is follow for follow. You've probably heard that on social media before, and people will say that with TPT stores too, that if you follow my store, I'll follow yours. But usually the people following your stores are going to be people that are sellers too, and they're not going to be the ones buying from you. So don't feel like you need to have this huge following to make a lot of money on TPT. You don't. Is it nice if people come back to your store and follow it for every time you have new products? Sure. But you do not have to do a follow for follow loop. I recommend never doing that, and then especially don't do that with social media. It's a great way for people to never really buy from you because they won't trust you. It's just, okay, I followed you because you followed me. There's much more organic ways of growing your traffic and getting people to follow your store than doing that. And I just recommend showing up, making great content, solving problems for people, and having superior products from what else they're finding on Teachers Pay Teachers. Okay, the second piece of advice that I've heard is that Pinterest is dead. And that could not be any further from the truth. Pinterest is such a great way to get visibility on your products. I actually invested in a Pinterest course recently so that I could even become more knowledgeable on what I already knew about Pinterest. And I'm here to tell you I've learned so much. And one of the biggest things I've learned is that Pinterest, the algorithm really loves when you create an authentic piece of content, like a blog post that links to a TPT product. That is the best way to get eyes on your content. There's a lot more to it, and I am updating right now the lessons on Pinterest inside of my course from the new things that I've learned, because so many things have changed recently about it that I needed to up my game and learn more too. So I'll be sharing that inside of From Zero to Cha-Ching. If you're already in the course, you can look forward to new lessons. And if you haven't joined yet and you know that you want to do Pinterest for your store because you don't love being on social media, you need to sign up, because I'm going to have all the answers for you. I'll have templates for you, show you how to do everything. Okay, so Pinterest is not dead. It's a great way to get traffic into your store. It's a search engine. It is where people are looking for things for their classrooms. Your products need to be on there. And like I said, blogging or YouTube, having links to your content, your original content, linking it back to a TPT product is perfect for your store. Third, and I have a bonus one after this because I plan on only doing 3. So stay with me till the end because I've got a bonus one that you're going to really like. Okay, the third piece of advice is hearing that people say you have to have hundreds of products before you can make money in your store. And I can't tell you how many DMs I've gotten with this question. And it almost got to the point where I was starting to get irritated by it but then I had to remember that when people are first starting, they see like, oh, I need to have a bunch of products. But it is quality over quantity. You will hear me say that every single time. If you had 10 amazing products in your store versus 100 mediocre ones, which one do you think is going to perform better? The 10 amazing ones. And that's going to go with how you're naming your products, your keywords, your description, your previews, your thumbnails, all the things that I teach you inside of From Zero to Cha-Ching, so you don't have to keep trying to figure this out all on your own. Okay, so the bonus one, the one I promised you for the very end, and this one really, really bugs me, and I'm hoping it will bug you too, but you can let me know in the comments what you think about it. I have seen some people that post all of their products for free, and that is fine. If you want to do that, that is completely fine. If you just like sharing your resources, great. Here's the problem with that. A lot of times the people that are saying their products are free are being a complete martyr about it. So then they're putting down people selling their products. And if you don't find value in your products and you don't want to make money off of them, that's up to you. You do you, but I don't think you have a place to say anything about someone that wants to make extra money selling resources that they worked really hard to create. So you do not have to have free resources to get people to come to your store. I recommend only having the one free resource that's a requirement from TPT to get your store up and running. After that, do not post your stuff for free if you're trying to make money, because you'll train your audience to only think that things are going to come free. So that's just my opinion there. It might be a little controversial, but I strongly believe that you would not walk into Target and demand everything in the front of the store is free because you're a teacher. That makes no sense. And the people that have problems and strong feelings about that, it's probably more about something with them than with your store and making money. All right, so what's the worst advice you've ever heard with starting a Teachers Pay Teacher store? I'd love it if you'd share it in the comments below. And remember, you can have a proven pathway to making money and products in your store right now if you sign up for my self-paced course from Zero to Cha-Ching. You can get going right now. As soon as you are signed up, the lessons are there on demand for you and ready to go. And I can't wait to see you inside. And remember, we do have a private Facebook group, so if questions do pop up, you can ask them there. You're not just left hanging. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.